Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to the Samies and Beer podcast. We appreciate you all so much for being here. We are here live on this Wednesday, October 15th, 2025. Uh, with me, as always, is the brown recluse himself, Tomas Rincon. You don't like being called a brown spider? Oh, okay. Well, and then we also have a special guest with us who has never made an appearance on the podcast. Um, my beautiful wife of 14 years today is joining us. Brittany. Brittany, would you like to say hello?
Hello.
Oh, perfect. Wonderful. Good to know. I'm not fancy and I didn't get my second mic out and stuff like that, so I have no idea. I'm not that smart. Barely got one mic set up. It took me 10 minutes just to figure out how to get it switched off my headset. She is. That's what she's here for. That's not till February. January
January.
22nd. Okay. 12th.
29th.
She knows that stuff. So, unless you want to stick around and talk about books.
I'm just here for a shot and then I'm out.
Okay. Well, then let's do a shot. Do you want to go first or do you want Thomas to go first? Okay. Well, here is to 14 years of marriage. Happy anniversary, love.
Happy anniversary.
I even busted out the good stuff. Not a huge fan either. I'd rather have my Peaky Blinders. That stuff's real good. That's our shot.
Perfect.
Are you waiting for it to settle in your stomach before you get up? She does not wish to.
Chaser.
That's a beer.
Just like settling.
Okay. Heck yeah. Where you at? Where you at? Read it to me. What's coming? Um, I know who you're talking about. When they were leaving. Yeah. Yeah. He was a good dude. I mean, he believed in his republic and was doing what his sovereign wanted. And, um, well, either she wanted him to capture Darrow or she wanted him to die. So, I mean, so, mhm. Yeah, very well could be. I mean, relating to the character is a big part of reading, I think. I mean, I'm guessing there's a reason that if somebody recommends a book, they're not like, "Oh, you should read The Diary of Anne Frank. You should read this book out of a, young girl set in Nazi Germany who's Jewish." Because a lot of people, I mean, it's a really interesting story and it's a good book that people should read, but it's not something that people are going to relate to. And,
It was a good book.
but then my question is my wife likes to read a lot of books. Does that mean that she relates to all the books that she reads? Because you're at over 100 this year?
150.
150. And maybe those are the books that people become favorites and, rank 10 out of 10 is the ones that you do relate to. I don't read, I listen. I did. And it was so annoying. It was the worst thing I've done. Oh, hard pass. I'd rather be on a golf course. No, no, I disagree. Well, which one? At the beginning? No, that was at the beginning of. Is it? Okay. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Well, and like even Severo's whole arc of like now he has kids and he's like, fuck this war, you know? Like he and I really enjoyed the struggle that he had in Golden Sun with being. Oh, it was Morningstar. Yep, you're right. You're right. You're right. With his struggle of trying to become his dad and be Ares and Severo and the Goblin, and like it's such a struggle that I think a lot of people have of like trying to identify because we all wear different hats for the different places that we're at and the different things that are needed of us, and now you're adding he's Ares, he's Severo, he's the Goblin, and he's dad. And it's hard to mash all those things. Yeah. Well, and they're gold, so I mean it's like a fight. Well, but a fight with them with their healing abilities and yellows around like a fight is nothing. It's not like now where but But I mean, but what also that is also such a human thing of letting it build and letting it build and letting it build and letting it build and trying to brush it under the rug and trying to, move past it and then exploding over something stupid and nothing. Yeah, I did not. The first two? Wow.
That's impressive.
Obviously. I believe it. Well, and it's one of those things that, like you said, people resonate with, and it's such a good story. And there's just I love like I read another book recently, which was good. It was Project Hail Mary, and it was something I saw off TikTok. Somebody brought in a Red Rising and then suggested this book, and so I'm like, oh, I'll try this, see what it's about. And like, while it was a good book, like I'm just sitting there and I'm like, this is garbage compared to Red Rising. Why was there no fight? There was very little action. Like the action that did happen was terrible. Like, I think it will be. It's just a matter of finding those right books and, oh yeah. I'm on a second read through. I'm on book 3. You can't even say that. You haven't finished them all. Like there is such a there is a red rising high just waiting for you to stick in your arm and inject.
He's
Huh?
savoring it like you're trying to like the last book.
It's not the last book though. There's still at one I've heard rumor that there might be 2 more now. Yeah, apparently it's too thick that he might split that into 2 books. Which I mean, but from a business standpoint, how fucking smart. How many people are anxiously waiting to get Red God? And all he's doing right now, she got one today, a reprint of the original Red Rising.
It's gorgeous.
It's because it's a pretty book. Go grab it, show it to him. All right, I don't tell you what to do. But like exactly. See, and I'm not like a huge fan. Like I read which this yeah, that's EO, and then this is the song. This is the part that I like the most. But I will say, when she was, I haven't looked at it much because when we got it, Got a picture of Darrow on the front.
Oh,
I pre-ordered this back in March.
I really like how it shows like the solar system, and some of the,
That unfolds.
but just some of the maps and stuff. You know, because obviously I listen to the audibles. Oh. Possibly, or is that Olympus? Because it's in the air.
Bend it.
I'm not bending anything. Yeah, right. But I like
He's
the
not gonna read
maps.
it anyways.
No, he is not.
And then it has sprayed edges.
There's nothing on them. They're just colored.
Yeah, but they're still pretty.
But that's, you know, where he's going with a lot of this stuff is, I mean, reprinting stuff like that, and he's making a living out of one book is what he's doing. Yeah, which I mean,
And still doing.
I'm not saying, I mean, it's very, very intelligent on his part. Here, I can scoot over so you
No,
can.
you're fine. I'm good.
Do you want that beer?
No, I'm fine.
Because I have two. Did you know that's why he wrote the Book of Lauren? Of Lauren? No, because he said that he likes to do a project in between writing books. And the last few times he's wrote screenplays and stuff like that to try and get shows going and hasn't had any success with it. And got tired of not having success with it. So he said, fuck it, I'm going to do what I know best, and wrote another book. And that's where the Book of Lauren came in. I I don't think that would work well. Like maybe as a comic, but Ragnar he did a lot of fucked up stuff. Like he was a slave for, wasn't it what's his name? The Ash Lord. He was a slave for the Ash Lord for a long time. Yep. Because he was a stain, but he fought in like the fighting pits and had lots of pinks and killed a lot of people. It would be, yeah, probably like not good rated. He did because he was a stained and fought in the fighting pits. I'm not saying it wouldn't be good, but it would be very difficult to write. Yeah. I like where they go with her character and how she builds herself. I like her. I actually like her more than I think I like Ephraim, which is weird because there was one guy who was. They were actually over installing. We got a new mattress. This was like a year ago or two, and he saw our Red Rising books and was like, "Oh, I love those." And so we started talking, and I was like, "Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of Ephraim," and he's like, "Oh, he's my favorite character," and I was like, "Really, Ephraim? Okay." So I can see that. Well, that and you being the little brother. Disagree. Pax was not the best character. Finish Lightbringer, and then we can talk. Cassius has the best character arc. Yeah, yeah. But he was like there were so many pivotal scenes with him, like him fighting Darrow in Golden Sun, like the duel. That was so amazing. And then, but then him getting captured and then coming back in the ending of Morningstar, like, and like if you think about it, he killed Aja, he killed Fitchner, like what a stud he did. But so did the Minotaur. I'm a big fan of the Minotaur character too. No, he's not the smartest. It's such a good line though. But you follow me because I know where you're going. I never read the Game of Thrones books. Especially, oh yeah, I watched all of them multiple times. We're gonna play Game of Thrones. Okay. We were actually talking, and like with how many, with her having read 150 books this year, like to me, that just boggles my mind. Like, even I think read through Red Rising 3 or 4 times now. And I enjoy, like, even I could probably go restart Red Rising right now, or like I'm reading through He Who Fight with Monsters again. And I love long developed stories with great character building. So for like with her reading 150 books this year, that just doesn't compute in my brain. Like I would forget all these books. Like I can't go through that many quick stories. To me, that's like a movie. And I don't enjoy movies as much as I enjoy a series. I like long, developed, building up, creating things.
I never said that there was like actual like a build up within my into my books. So
Is there not?
I mean yes, but no. Not when it comes to my just smut. Uh, I have not heard of that one. Oh, it's on Netflix? It's on Netflix, isn't it?
See, I guess the biggest thing I don't like in movies is it's just so hard, unless you're talking about a very limited amount of time, it's so hard to get everything done. You do like to get into details about things. Like I like details. I want to know like stupid things. Like I enjoy in He Who Fights with Monsters when Jason's interacting with shopkeepers to talk about building his next set of armor. Like, but because that to me, it builds up to what happens. It explains to me how we're getting. It's not just the Rocky fight montage where we're like, all right, we're going to train for 30 seconds, even though in real life it was for 6 weeks, you know? And so I like hearing about that kind of stuff. I like the actual nuts and bolts of it. I'll look into it.
You need to hook me up with your mom. That would be wonderful. Does she, so like I started getting into, so it's called NetGalley, and you can apply for ARCs, and they'll send them to you digitally.
Do you know what an ARC is? Advanced
And
Reader Copy.
You
So
get it before it's released. So I've gotten quite a few. Like I don't know. Do you know who Rebecca Ross is? Divine Rivals. But I got her newest one. She's a really big author, but Wild
is
Reverence.
that the one you had to write a bad review on?
No, I did not. No, I got that one before it was released to read it.
She got
Yeah, but like her newest one, Wild Reverence, I got to read that one before it was released. But like her books, so like it has a lot of world building and like so for like Divine Rivals and there's that, but then like Wild Reverence, they're same world and they interconnect, but the stories aren't like it's not, yeah, kind of.
Mistborn series. I've read Mistborn. I read the three. The Way of King. No, no, he was kind of boring to me. like where like Red Rising is like 3 chapters of building, a couple chapters of action, 5 chapters of building, couple chapters of action. Brandon Sorensen was Sanderson was 25 chapters of building, 1 chapter of action, 25 chapters of building, 1 chapter of action, book's done. Let's go on to the next one. I've I've seen a lot of stuff come out from him. Yeah. But he's somebody, I mean, I think he's very intelligent because he built a good world and is now just pumping books out to make money. Yeah. But I mean, he also like, teaches classes on how to read, on how to write books, and like he is. You know who he reminds me of in Brooklyn Nine Nine? The guy who writes the books in there that Terry and Jake get into. That that I can't speculate on, but that is who he reminds me of. Like I could 100% believe that. Yeah. Mhm. I think he's still got like a lot of building that he's done. Like there's so many pathways that are open to him right now and things that he's done in the past. That, yeah, for sure. Well, no, why would you? I would have loved. I would. That's another book I'd love. The Eel Farmer, the Book of Clive. Like just growing up around Clive and like what I mean, because if you listen, like I now that I'm rereading through, like some of the stuff that he tells you about Clive is actually really interesting. Like they were just talking about the first time they killed somebody, and Clive said that somebody came to try and damage their eel farm or do something, and he's like, and they found out that it wasn't going to happen. And he's like, I mean, and he's like 30 years old compared to because Jason's like 24, and well, they're not. They're actually, what would they be? In their no, they're like in their mid 30s. No, they're not. Google it because they spent 10 years in between when Jason to form his astral kingdom. It was like 10 years. Okay. It's not. It's not. When was the last time you read through them? Yeah. I read through them within the last 6 months. I know timelines because they just were talking, and Jason was 24 because they're off right now, and I'm in book three, and they're with Humphrey's sister, and she's 21, and the most experienced because she's bronze, but not the oldest because Jason's 24, Belinda and Sophie are 23, Humphrey's like 19, and Clive is 30. 12. Yes. But then in that time frame, so now they're going to go back to the Reaper trials area, the astral space. They go there for about 6 months. And then at the end of this book, Jason goes back to Earth. He's only on Earth for like 6 months. No, he's not. What's sabbatical? Okay, so let's say it was a year. Okay, I'll even give you 2 years. Let's say he's there for 2 years. And then he goes back to Palamastus, and then he ends up doing his fight with the astral beings, and that was 10 years for him to form his astral space. So 26, he's in his mid to late 30s. I think he's hilarious.
What book is Jackson on?
For.
That for?
Oh, for sure. If anything, I think it's awesome the way he goes through and it like ends like chapters when somebody swears and stuff. Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Tortoise. That's it has to be. Like the banter that happens between the team is so funny. It really is. Like we were driving today and I was listening to my book and she looked at me and she's like, what? And I was laughing because of the banter between Neil and Jason. Like it's just so funny. Oh, yep, yeah, yeah, yeah. Rick Geller. Yep. Yes. No, no, but it's such a different style of story. And like I said, and he just goes so in depth with everything. He does. Yeah. He Shirtaloom has done a great job, and hopefully he gets better and can keep writing and give us a finished story. Huh? He's not that fat. Yeah. I mean, I guess I've seen what's on his Shirtaloom page. I mean, unless he's doubled in size. I mean, I bet he was 300, but okay. Oh, hey, you never know. Yeah, I do agree with you on that. Well, yeah, and I don't know. There's just something comforting about like listening to a story, but at the exact same time, like you don't pick up so many of the small nuances the first time. Yeah, like there's so many different things that you pick up, and like I got done with Red Rising, and I almost started it again just because I was so jacked up about the story. Yeah, yeah. I told my wife, I was like, you might as well get on with us because she was a little hesitant. And I'm like, all we do is talk about books anymore. Oh, nice. Yeah. I feel like you would have been a huge WWE wrestling fan. Why is that racist? I I just, I mean, I remember Hulk Hogan and Lex Luger and the Ultimate Warrior. I suppose maybe by the time you were old enough, that stuff was probably gone.
The Rock.
You fucking wish. Yeah. He's put out a lot of good movies.
He's lost a lot of weight. Yeah,
Him and the guy who played um, in Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't remember what his real name is. Yes, Dave Batista.
I was like, which guy in the Guardians?
He lost a ton of weight too, I guess. Heck yeah. I'd wear that badge of honor. I wouldn't be. He lost a bunch of weight. Some new roles. She just said that. Are you not listening? Yeah. He just looks like a dude now. That's your dad. Seems about seems about right. It's crazy if you watch some of this stuff on actors and how much they've lost, and like you want to see somebody like dedicated to their craft. Look at how much weight Christian Bale has lost for some of his roles, and then like bulk it up to it. No, like you just said her name and then stop talking. Look at Christian Bale and what he went from with Batman Forever to I think it's Fighter with Mark Wahlberg. The Fighter. Which one? Batman Forever or The Fighter? But then look at a picture of him in like Batman Forever. Batman Begins. He's huge. Dude, that, yeah. I think he's done some roles where he's gotten up into like the 240s. I don't know. If I offered you $2 million, like but you're not even talking $2 million. He's making way more than that. And they're probably providing people for him to lose that weight.
Personal trainers.
Personal trainers, dietitians, like maybe. I'm not going to do a full other shot, but as we're getting towards the time of wrapping up, we do have one more shout out that I have to do. Uh, the junior football team, the Tigers, who my wife is so eloquently supporting, my oldest son's team, has now made it to the championship by winning a game last night. Uh, they made it. It was like 40 degrees out last night and raining, like drizzle rain the whole night. It was such a miserable game. There was one touchdown scored with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and They're on to the championship. So here's to the Tigers. December. Yeah.
Are you guys going? Are you going?
Is is your new lady friend coming?
You need to get it booked sooner rather than later. I'm ready for the hotel for The Shining.
He was the one that brought it up.
I know. I'm
And
excited
everybody
for it.
was jacked about it. Like when I started telling people about it, everybody got super excited about that.
It's a hard pass for me.
No such thing. Good luck. As we talked about, I think last time, best business to be in is where somebody can't call your BS, and selling Ghost Hunter equipment is it. How do you know you weren't using the equipment wrong? Prove that they weren't there. Yeah.
It's like you're not worth that.
It's not easy to convince fools to part with their money. Well, it's over, but yeah. Oh, does it though? I mean, you are then at the whims of Bubbles. Just saying.
Are they moving to Maryland?
Yeah,
Okay.
because everybody knows what PCSing is.
Piecing out of the town that you're currently in.
Little different than their original plan, which was Alaska. I don't know. I think you would fit in good up there in old Canada. Yeah, but you're flying, not driving. I'm saying you driving through Canada, you'd fit in good. You've never heard of Eskimos? They
They're,
100% do.
I think, Native American.
Indigenous people.
Yes.
I don't like the term Native American because technically we're all Native American. Aren't we? See?
Oh, it is?
Cruise? Going with your lady friend? Yeah. Did you get on one of the ghetto cruises? That's pretty cheap. The Green Pass?
Drink.
Drink. Where you've got to be staying like fucking in the middle of the ship on like tier two.
Might be taking me on a cruise next year. I think Catherine's was last year, this past year. Hers was pretty cheap too.
Just think if we quit buying books, how many cruises we could go on. At least. I'll drink straight mixers. Yep. There's a package for soda. We're almost out of ranch. It's day one. The savages. Gotcha. ABCing. Always be coconutting. Oh, you're going with Jack and Miranda. Who's taking the little one? Well, the little one's coming on the cruise? And you wasted your money on the 12-hour beach, all you can eat, all you can drink. Well, but I'm just saying, like, 1 hour of all you can eat, all you can drink is wasted on a couple with a newborn. With a kid under five. Just going to be a shanty with one of those uh, public state park grills. Yep. Not getting paid at all, bro, Chacho. Oh, did the government reopen now? Oh, gotcha. All right. Well, we're past time. Yeah.
I didn't really talk.
That's my choice. Mhm. Uh, Brittany, any final words?
Toodles.